Guys, welcome to episode number 14 of the Derby Covered Life, and to start off this episode, we are currently in 10th in the table. We do kind of need to win our next game to kind of keep us in the race for the playoffs. If we do lose this, it could go all the way up to 7 points, which you definitely don't want, especially when the actual objectives are to finish in automatic spots. We do need to, bare minimum, we need to get in the playoffs, or else we will get sacked. So, in between the two episodes, as we are in the January transfer window, obviously I've been adding a number of players that you guys have suggested. We'll sort these by position, I think. Don't really need the goalkeeper, I've just got him there just because he's a free agent. He's quite a decent one if you need one. We'll keep Woba and Mascarell here, but probably not going to be purchasing during this window since that's what we don't really need. Loftus-Cheek has actually gone on loan to, or has he actually gone there on a permanent? No, it is a loan. So yeah, we're going to be looking at potentially bringing him in the future, but I think at the time being slightly unrealistic. We do have Maitland-Niles here, who's actually just signed a new contract, so that's kind of annoying because we could have got him on a pre-contract, but nevertheless, we'll look at other options. There's many other people there. Tom Kenny was suggested by you guys. I think that's a decent one. He's a very good championship player, of course. Same with Sergio Gomez in the cam position. I feel like we don't really need a cam, though. That's the only thing. We've also got Vidra and Bradley Dackey, obviously very good in the League One last season. Would cost us quite a bit of money. That's the only issue. Now, what we're really looking for is a striker. So we have got Brewster here, who's 64 rated. We're going to be removing him just because he's not quite good enough. Can play out wide if need be, but I think I kind of just need strikers right now. So we do have Callum Hudson-Odoi, another player that I might look at bringing in on a loan or maybe on a permanent. But we have Neil Maupay here, who's obviously doing very well in real life, and on the game he's actually the second highest goal scorer. With this transfer, that would be kind of all of our money, and he doesn't exactly have the best stats in the world. If you compare him with the other players we do have as an option, such as Lasse Vibe, we've looked at the Chinese Super League for quite a few of these, and you could actually get Graziano Pelle on a pre-contract, which is not bad at all. Like, if he stays at, I know he's 33, so he's probably going to go down to like a 75, but on 20k wages, very good player. If you need a target man, he'd do that job very nicely indeed. Obviously, Vibe from Brentford was very good in the Championship when he was here. Can play out wide as well, but we'll wait until the scout reports really come back to see on a few of these, such as Igalo, who, in my opinion, out of all these strikers here, there's loads of them, but in my opinion, Igalo would probably be the best in terms of filling in what we kind of need, and obviously used to be in the Championship scoring like 20 plus goals a season, so he's obviously well equipped for the league. We do also have Elkson here, bit of a FIFA legend, 4-star skill, and not too sure if he'd want to join us. Same with Ashley Barnes, would be a great signing, but does he want to drop down to the Championship? For Veli here, I think's out on loan at Genoa. I think he's actually moved now, I'm not 100% sure, but I could be wrong. Not too sure why it doesn't say they're at Genoa, it does say they're a parent club. Romero here from PSV, again, quite tall, decent pace, and very good jumping and finishing. Calvert-Lewin, again, can play out wide, down the middle, 6'2". Bit like Dom Solanke. I think we're just going to see out of these two who has the better stats and probably look to loan them in. And the final player here is Prijovic, who's actually the top goal scorer in the Europa League at the minute. And I'm actually going to kick off this episode by trying to sign him. I don't see why not. We'll see if we can bring him in, and it would be very good. Since he is the top goal scorer in the Europa League at the minute, I'm kind of have to probably give him literally all the money we do have for this transfer to really work, because obviously his value's at 6 million. I'm also going to put 20% in, see if that helps out the deal a little bit. So they want 7.2 million. Unfortunately, that is, well, it's 750,000 too expensive for us. We're not going to be able to afford him. Bit of a shame, but I thought in terms of a Championship play, he would have done a very nice job, but clearly the price is a little bit too high at 7 million for a player that's not going to grow, and doesn't have, obviously, a very good target man, but overall doesn't exactly have the best stats in the world, and there's probably better options. Heading into the first game then against Reading at home, obviously I think we did actually lose this game on the save in the very first game of this career mode, so hopefully we can come back with a win in this one. Going to be trying this 5 at the back. Obviously, we're probably going to go with Hendrick and Thorne here. I'm not too sure if Mount can actually fill in this role at like a cam position. I'm kind of tempted to put Jack Marriott in, but I feel like maybe starting with Chris Martin's the thing to do. We'll have a look. Here we are then against Reading at home. Hopefully, we can kick off the episode with a win, since we are kind of in a bit of a bad run of form. I don't think we've actually won in quite a while, maybe the start of December, but nevertheless, looking at the Reading team here, Vito Manoni in goal, Gunter McShane, Moore and Yidiom in the defence, McCleary and Barrow wide, David Marler in the midfield, Ez Talahi, I'm not 100% sure who he is, and Sam Baldock and Bod Vorsen up top. Very good strikers indeed, very tall and powerful, and probably the ideal striker for FIFA 19. Gone for Hendrick and Mount in the midfield, with Lawrence Josephson and Chris Martin up top. Just trying to tinker with this formation. You just need to make sure you got the right balance of attack and defence. Over the top here for Lawrence. He's in a bit of space, but has he got the pace to break through the defence? Now to cut inside with the shot, timed perfectly and into the top left-hand corner for the Welshman to make it 1-0 in the first 20 minutes. A good start to the game. I think scoring the first goal in FIFA 19 is, well, in general in football matches, scoring the first goal helps out a lot. And that's what we've done to make it 1-0. He actually had quite a bit of pace. I was quite surprised. Normally quite slow and sluggish, but this time just had that burst of pace and got through and scored the goal. Poor pass, gone into the middle with the volley off the crossbar. Can't clear it, and it is in the back of the net. Oh, there's FIFA 19 for you. A little bit of just scramble in the box, basically. It's just nothing I could really do about it. Poor pass from Curtis Day. Well, it's more Malone not showing for it. Volley off the crossbar, and then Barrow just with the free header to make it 1-0 literally straight away. They've literally kick-off glitched me, and that is his 7th goal this season. Reading pinging it around the edge of the box. It's honestly what on ultimate difficulty they do pass it around nicely. Now with the shot, and there you go. Reading are 2-1 up in this game. It's kind of difficult when you go from like online gameplay to offline. It's just massively different. The way they pass the ball around, the way they shoot, where they shoot is a massive one. Sometimes you don't really expect it, and the player that I can't really say his name has scored the goal, and that is his first this season. Lawrence with the ball here. Inside to Chris Martin. Can he slip it through for Mount? He's gone through the legs. Now with the shot into the back of the net to make it 2-2. Good start to the second half. Mason Mount, who he's decent, but I don't know if I want to get him on a permanent when we potentially get promoted. It's one of those where does he quite fit the system that we're playing at the minute, and has he got the stats? Obviously we've not got him in training, so we could do that to make him a ton better. Obviously he's got very good potential, but yeah, Martin with the through ball here, and that's what Chris Martin does. He finds the passes. He can pass as a striker. That's quite a good ability to have. He's got that bit of strength. Nice left-footed finish from Mount, and we are back in the game. Hendrick with the ball here through for Holmes. Can he get the finesse shot off? Yes, he can. Really nice. Just come off the bench, Dwayne Holmes with the goal to get us into the lead and to make it 3-2. He's honestly one of the best impact subs I've ever had on a career mode. I think he's got about 7 or 8 goals now for us, and it's good to see that we've come back. Like, we were 2-1 down and now to make it 3-2. Again, Jeff Hendrick just in that pocket. We've taken off Martin, so he's not quite there anymore. But yeah, that's his 5th in the league, and I think he's got another 4 or 5 in the cup. There we go, full time against Reading. It is a 3-2 victory after being 2-1 down. I'm really happy with the comeback to make sure we get the 3 points for a first time in a while in the league. We've obviously won in the cup, but in terms of league win, I'm not 100% sure when it last was. So yeah, let's head into the game against Sunderland. Obviously we did win the first leg 1-0, so we do have that 1 goal advantage. I'm going to quickly look where I last won in the league, because I can't remember, to be honest. I was just trying to think at the end of that game. I think it was all the way back in December, so it's been over a month since we won a game in the league, so that's good done as well. The only thing is we do have that Chelsea game in 3 days' time, but I think I'd rather us get to a final than play against Chelsea and maybe not even win the game, so we're going to play a fully strength team and hopefully get to the final. Here we are then, Stadium of Light, of course, one of the Scan Stadium, as they were originally in the Premier League and now all the way down in League One. So, looking at their team, they've gone for the 4-2-3-1. McLaughlin in goal, Matthews, Bolden, Ozturk and Oviedo in the defence, Watmore, Cattermole, Ndong and McGeady, then Liam Gooch, is it? I'm not 100% sure, it's Gooch and Wyke up top. Very good team, of course. Watmore and McGeady out wide, and then Ndong and Cattermole pretty much like top-end championship players, so it's definitely not an easy opponent. We've put Ampadu into the defence, Bryson in the midfield, and Carson and Lowe also in that team. Can't get this ball clear, and it's saved. Not quite saved, sorry, and it is in the back of the net. I thought Carson saved it there. It had a bit of a weird glitch. The amount of pressure from Sunderland was ridiculous in this first 20 minutes. I'll quickly show you the stats so far in the game, and it's pretty much a one-story affair. They've had 3 corners, 4 shots, really good shots actually, and they probably deserved that early goal. I don't know what I can really do when there's that much pressure just being put on you. As you can see here, we just couldn't clear it. Don't know where Max Lowe was putting that ball. Was he onside? I don't know how that strike was onside, to be honest, but clearly was. It is Aidan McGeady with the goal to make it 1-0, and now we need to score. Ball out to Watmore. Maxlow with absolutely no stamina, or I'm not too sure why. It's gone into the back post. Wisdom takes out the defender. And that's a penalty. I didn't really do anything there. I'm not too sure how that is a penalty. As you can see, I was just trying to win the header, but the guy just ran into me, and that's a penalty. Now we got to save it just to end the first half. Saved it by Carson. Thank God for that. Half time then against Sunderland, we've been very poor indeed. I'm almost tempted to change formation because this one just isn't working. If you look at the match facts, 6 shots for them and only 1 on target for us. Penalties it is again. It's literally our formula. Draw the game 1-1 and take it to penalties, and that's pretty much how we've done this entire tournament so far. As you can see, Sunderland have been very good in this game. May have deserved another goal, or maybe not, maybe added time. I thought it went to penalties. On the edge here, can't really open up this Sunderland defence. Going to ping it out wide. Crosses into the middle with the shot in the back of the net. With a ridiculous strike, Mason Mount. Look at this goal here. Put it out wide to Maxlow, then he just crosses it back in the middle. And I'm amazed what we did there. I honestly didn't think that was going to happen. It was almost like a Gianfranco Zola kind of goal. It's just, I don't know how I did that, but we've scored, and it's 1-1 and technically 2-1. There we go, full time against Sunderland. We are through to the Carabao Cup final. A very difficult game, I must say. We kind of made a few of the mistakes ourselves, but very nice goal from Mason Mount. Let's just watch it again. He's put the ball through for Maxlow. He's asked it back. It's gone into him, lovely, and just a ridiculous finish to make it 2-1 in the dying moments of the game. As you can see, Sunderland were probably the better team, but we were still decent. Scout report back here for Gumney then. Obviously, he's only 69 rated. We do kind of need a backup right back, I must say. We've got Tamori, who's a bit more of a centre-back in my opinion. And if we do get an injury to a defender, we'll probably have to revert back to a 4. So I'm not too sure what we're going to do, really. But nevertheless, a few scout reports coming in here. We'll probably look at those a little bit more extensively in the next episode. Obviously, most of them coming back now, so that's good to see. We do have a transfer offer here from Fenerbahce for Curtis Davis. We will be rejecting that immediately. Obviously, 3 million quid for a player that is 33 is not bad, but I feel he's still a very good player, and we kind of do need him at the back to make sure we get promotion. Cup final then against Crystal Palace. It was obviously Burton Albion in the other semi-final against Palace, but obviously the Premier League team has victored and they've gone to the final. Still a pretty okay opponent. Like, if we can win against Palace, that'll be silverware in our first season, so that's pretty decent. There's also quite a big gap. We play Forest on the 23rd, and then we don't have the game until the 3rd, so there's just over a week there to rest up the players for the game. Then we got Sheffield Wednesday, and the Championship season is almost over, so it's really not too long left in this series. We do kind of need a little bit more firepower up top. We'll look at that more extensively in the next episode. Obviously, we've just got those scout reports back. So yeah, let me know in the comment section down below any more signings. We'll probably, if I get this video up today, I should be able to see what you guys say, and they should be in the next episode. So yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy this one. Leave a like rating if you did enjoy it, and see you soon. Bye.